How I will support administration when I have a disagreement is I will first tell them why we have an expectation, and if I will.
Is there a candidate that would like to respond? Ms. Preston? Again, the question is, we have heard about your willingness to work with school administrators. How would you support administration when you disagree with their expectation?
If I have a disagreement with an administrator, I will just tell them why I have this disagreement, and maybe we could put something together that's going to work for the both of us.
Thank you. Ms. Parks, in what ways would you highlight student success at the 100?
What ways we can highlight student success and encourage achievements is probably we can make better choices and bring up the things we need to bring and change our behavior to highlight our success and encourage achievements.
Thank you. Would anyone like to respond? All right. Ms. Patton, how would you bring more fun to the 100 and what criteria would you use? How would you bring more fun to the 100 and what criteria would you use?
The fun that I'll bring to the 100 is I will try to get more field trips, educational field trips, like to the museum or to a courtroom like Mr. Harris took us last year. Also, I'll try to bring a lot more educational games so it'll be more fun, but we'll actually be learning more things. What I think will be fun is that we can have lunch outside and stuff like that. Also, we should be able to have dances. How I'll do this stuff, how I would do this stuff is I will be the best that I could be and do the best that I could do, and I'll also work on it every day.
Thank you. Is there a candidate that would like to respond? Ms. Warren? Again, the question is, how would you bring more fun to the 100 and what criteria would you use?
So some fun things I would like to do is have field trips, dances, and a better field day. How I will, and like when we have lunch, I would like to have different activities we can do during our lunchtime. And how I will bring to you, do those things is I would like to have fundraisers at least almost every month, and like the money we have saved up, we can just, do those things with the money.
Thank you. Ms. Preston. In what ways are you like your competitors? In what way are you like your competitors?
Me and my competitors are both competitive. Me and one of them, we like the same things. We have the same grades, and we both have the same ad-libs.
Thank you. Would anyone like to respond to that? Ms. Patton.
What me and all my competitors want to do is make sure this school is properly taken care of. We want to make a difference at our school, 100 Academy of Excellence, and we want our students to be known and heard, and we want other people to know that we matter and we are educated scholars.
Thank you. Ms. Parks. How would you encourage students to value learning at the 100?
How I would encourage students our students is to make them have I would encourage them by telling them every day before they go to class not to make wrong choices, and I would tell them that you can't let anybody tell you that you're not able to do this, because once you achieve your goal, you are that what you want it to be. And I would encourage students to value or practice learning by helping them with work and asking them questions that they can answer.
Thank you. Would a candidate like to respond? Ms. Warren?
So how I would encourage students to have fun with learning is make learning fun. If you have like a game you think can help you guys with you guys' work, tell the teacher and hopefully they'll do it with you. And just feel good about learning about different kind of things. And if you don't know it, ask the teacher for help.
Thank you. Our 100 Academy of Excellence is transitioning to become a better school where all students can achieve. We have hired new staff. We have tutoring during the day. We have invited more guests to our campus. We have purchased new curriculum. We pay for teachers to take professional development and better learn their craft. We use planners and we promote organization. What other suggestions might each of you have? So we'll go all the way through the entire line, starting with Ms. Patton.
I think other things that we should have at this school is more clubs, because I think that we should bring Little Misses back. I don't know who remembered that, but it teaches young women to learn etiquette and other things and how to live in the real world. And I think we should have other clubs other than football, basketball, cheer, things that help us with life skills.
Thank you, Ms. Park.
What I think we should have is more after-school tutor programs so that all of them won't be filled up, and then for the students that need help, they can go to that class that they need help, and they will be able to do their homework and other things like that.
Thank you. Ms. Preston.
I think that we should have more clubs also. I think that during our advisory periods, we should have like students that need help with their homework or like any classwork that they don't finish. I think that we should have more tasks that meets students' needs, and yeah.
Thank you. Ms. Warren.
What I think we should have is more clubs also. A reading club so that kids can enjoy reading and like have different kind of books you guys can read. Better comprehension and stuff.
Thank you. At this time, we'll take 4 questions from the audience, 1 for each candidate. I'm going to ask that you stand and speak clearly and loudly. Mr. Harris, would you like to select a student from your class? What is your main priority as president, and who would you like to answer that question? Ms. Preston, what is your main priority as president?
I just want us to have like more fun and freedom, and for us to like be able to do things that we want and that the teachers want, so that way we have like an understanding of what we both want.
Thank you. A question? Yes. I need you to stand, please. And any other candidate other than Ms. Preston?
How long do you think it will take to achieve what you said on the microphone, candidate 4?
How long do you think it will take to achieve what you said? On the microphone. And who would you like to answer that question? Ms. Warren.
So I don't care how long we achieve our goal unless I don't care how long we achieve that goal unless you achieve it. It could take you this whole year of school how long you achieve that goal.
Thank you. Ms. Nwamaya.
How do you plan to maintain your legacy after you left the 100?
How do you plan to maintain your legacy after you leave the 100? And who would you like to answer that question that has not answered a question yet?
Miss Patton.
Ms. Patton, how do you plan to maintain your legacy after you've left the 100?
Well, all I'll hope when I leave the 100 is that the president that will become the school leader is to make sure they know what they're doing, and I want them to know that they could do it, and I hope they achieve their goals.
Thank you. And the last question is for Ms. Parks. The gentleman in the Zulu, would you please stand? Mr. Creighton.
How much effort are you willing to put forth to be a vice president?
How much effort are you willing to put forward to be an effective president?
much effort I would put into it is all my effort that I have, I'll try to put into it just to make president. So I can be you guys' leader and make different changes and help you guys with your work.
Thank you. Can we please give all of our candidates a round of applause? Thank you. Tomorrow, teachers, Ms. Olson will be putting the ballot in your mailbox. Following morning announcements, boys and girls, it is our expectation that you will vote on your paper. Please remember that votes are private and confidential. That's why everyone has their own piece of paper. Ms. Olson will come by and gather the votes later on in the morning so that we can announce the winners at the end of the day. Are there any questions? Yes, Ms. Miller.
How many people can we vote for?
I believe you vote for one president, one vice president, one secretary, and one treasurer. Ms. Preston?
Do we have any treasurers or secretaries?
Yes, look for your ballot. They've already given speeches last week. Yes. The names of everyone running an election will be on the ballot, yes. Last two questions. I need you to stand, please.
Do you get different ballots for each?
Each office, you'll have one ballot that has everyone listed on it. Your ballot is going to look a lot like the ballots that your parents vote on for the current election that will be happening tomorrow. Thank you yes, last question. Do you have to vote? No, but I will tell you this. It is a privilege and an honor that many people do not have the right to vote because they have made decisions that have gotten them into trouble, and because of those decisions, the right to vote or to be heard or have a voice does not exist. So what we want to do as a school is encourage you to start exercising the vote, the privilege and the honor of selecting who represents you. Thank you, boys and girls. Teachers, if you would escort